Hello, welcome again to our mini homestead. Today is day 2 in our 10 days rain. It's not raining right now. It did rain this morning, light rain. However, we cannot do anything because yesterday it was continuous thunderstorm for 7 hours, heavy rain, and I put a video, small short video for that, uh, and the ground is soaking. I cannot get with my wheelchair in any area because it's muddy and it's gonna get stuck. Uh, However, I'm going to show you what I did yesterday. I did not film it because I was rushing, working on it, uh, and I will give you a little bit of history about why this is happening. Uh, so we will show you different areas in our property, how we managed to have some kind of ways to get to things if it's muddy or if it's snowing. So we'll show you this right now. Here in the shop, last Sunday we had heavy rain, and this rabbitry area got flooded and muddy, and I couldn't get in here. And my wife Louise was taking care of the rabbits since. So yesterday, or during the last week, I was working on or trying to figure out a way that I can get into this area and take care of the rabbits if she's not available, and at the same time the rabbit manure and the hay that falls from their hay feeders goes in the ground on the dirt. So I found somebody getting rid of all these concrete blocks for free on the marketplace. There was a lot more, but I couldn't get more than that. So I got these and I laid them down here, and this way I can get in here without getting stuck. And then the rest of the area, I just purchased two 2x4 by 8 pressure treated wood from the 70% discount area at Home Depot. They're warped or not in a good shape, and I laid them down and I screwed all these pellet slats, and I still have a small area to finish here. This way we can go in here when it's flooded, because this last year we have drought, so we didn't experience this at all, but looks like this year is going to be a very wet season. So that's what I'm doing. I did yesterday, took care of that area, and a few days before I did this. And again, the way I did this, just drag the block from the back of my van, put it on the footrest, maybe two, bring him here and slide him, dump him on the dirt, and then I got on the floor and I got down and sat on my footrest, and I start to place them, and then as I kept going, I got on the floor and I kept working, and then from here I start making my way in, and as you can understand how that got done. Here in the shop, we have this concrete uh, flooring that was done later on after we have the shop put on. Uh, we moved in this property. Uh, Next week would be 2 years. Next week would be 2 years since we moved to this property. When we bought the property, it was land like this, nothing on it, no house, no water, no electricity, and we just bought it like that. We bought the manufactured home, and we have it delivered, and we moved in before, right after this back deck was installed, but the front deck was not installed. The shop and the carport were already done, and the driveways were already done. So we bought the property in March, and we were able to move in by May 19th, beginning of March. Actually, we bought it the last week of February when we closed escrow. So after we moved in, it rained same way that it rained this year. This was dirt, so it got wet to the point that I couldn't get in here for 2 months. It was muddy. The John Deere was parked inside, and my wheelchair would get spinning and go nowhere. So we decided to do this concrete flooring. Poorly done. I got some quotes on doing the shop. The shop is 25 feet wide, 25 feet long, and 24 feet wide. So it's 24 feet this way and 25 feet this way. And I wanted the concrete to be done only to the end of the door, and leave this area dirt for the rabbitry area, so all the rabbit manure and urine goes in dirt, and that's the way how it doesn't smell when it's done this way. And I wanted some sidewalks. I'll show you. I wanted a sidewalk from this gate, small gate between the house and the carport, to go next to the house all the way to the back deck. And they quoted me $10,000. So I bought 6 pallets. I bought 6 pallets of concrete bags, 60 pound a bag per bag, and I bought a concrete mixer for $300. The whole bill, which was delivered here by Home Depot, the whole thing was $1,800. The concrete bags, the mixer, and the delivery was $1,800. First, I thought I can use my lift, which is, first I thought I can use my lift to put the concrete bag on it, raise it to the level of the concrete mixer, cut it open and push it in, empty it in the mixer and mix. And I thought that I can do that, but I couldn't. I tried it. and I figured out from the first try that I would not be able to mix. So I hired somebody to mix, and he was working. So I did form, and my forms were about 40 inches or less than 4 feet wide and 7 feet long, one section at a time. And he would come, he makes, dump, and I would get on the ground and just screed it or level it. Very poor quality, which I don't care. I care that my wheelchair doesn't get stuck in the mud. And we did this. He would come after work every day, maybe a couple of hours. We'll do one section at a time, and we finish the whole thing. And then he had to work overtime, so he couldn't come anymore. So he couldn't help me doing the sidewalk. So I'm going to show you what I did with the sidewalk. But these are pallets. I got those pallets for free. So I used the John Deere and the bucket to kind of level the ground underneath these pallets, just to make them that doesn't have a big step between one pallet and the other. And all I need is a surface that I can go with my wheelchair on without getting stuck, and my wife can come out and walk to that gate without have to walk in the mud. And I would push the concrete bag, put it between my leg on the footrest of my wheelchair, bring it here, push it on the top of the pallet, open it and dump it dry, one pallet after another. I probably would, and one concrete bag after another. I probably will do one pallet a day or every few days, and then just push it in the void of the pallet until it's filled. Each pallet will take 7 to 9 bags, and then I will hose it down and let it dry. And it's been there since, doing what it's needed. And then when I ran out of concrete bags, we needed some way to get to the generator, and this is sun oven in a box, and that box I'm gonna make a video about it later on when we start using it. But we needed also a way to get to that sun oven. So what I did, if you see, and also there is a lot of overgrown vegetation here, but these are tie down straps. I use the long pieces, not the ratchet, but just the long pieces. And these are pallet slats, and I nailed them down and I pinned them down with the 10-inch pins, steel pins. They are pinned down into the dirt. So they give us a good way to get around to these things without having to go in the mud. One other thing we did is this road base path that we did going to the chicken coop. So what happened is the company that came and did our blacktop asphalt driveway in this area around here, they left us a huge pile of road base that was extra they didn't use, and they left it for us for free. So again, using my John Deere bucket, it's not very strong to carry heavy weight, so it would carry a little bit at the time. However, I was taking it, laying it down, spreading it with, tilt the bucket and go backward to spread it. So anyway, and then drive over it back and forth. So we have it done from the shop to the chicken coop and all around the chicken coop. So when it's muddy, we need to get to the nesting boxes, the back door, or whatever. We can just have it done, and then still more left over. So we did. I did the ground, cover the ground in the woodshed, and same situation. So that's another way of taking care of it. Here is a spot that was not covered, and I got into it with my wheels. Thank God I didn't get stuck, but that happened this morning. That was what I did yesterday to be able to come here and take care of the rabbits, and just give you a quick background of how things worked out on our property due to this heavy rain that we get in this area. But until the ground dries, expected that we would have light rain today and tomorrow, and then it's going to start to become heavy again. After that, we'll see how, but as long as the ground is that much water and it's wet this way, we just have to just stay still and wait for it to dry so we can get in the back and take care of the garden, or continue working on the greenhouse. And that's we have access to take care of our animals, and that's what matters at this point. So far it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon or so. It has rained only 1 hour, so we're grateful for that. Maybe things dry up faster, and tomorrow maybe it's gonna be the same. So we thank you for watching to the end. If you have not subscribed, we do post videos periodically, so go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell so you can get notified when we post different videos about different things on the homestead. And we appreciate your joining us in this journey, and God bless you.